It's Wednesday. It's 12:45 and we have some hot items today. No lies. I'll wait to see if we get anybody to join us, otherwise I'm kind of talking to myself. I know people have been watching the recordings, so that's good. But we do have some pretty big hits on here today. So strap yourselves in because we're going to have a lot of snipes today, I think, which is exciting. If you are in the chat, go ahead and type and say hello. Always appreciate a little bit of correspondence there. That makes it kind of fun. Been a heck of a week around here. A lot of things going on. We're also getting ready for our trip, going out to Mexico. So we're gonna have a little bit of a 2 week hiatus where we might still go live on Wednesday, but the auctions will be limited for 2 weeks, if that makes sense, because I need to be here to ship things out. So regardless, hope you guys are all having a nice time. I have my political shirt on. Let's bring Reagan back and Bush Sr. Wouldn't that be something? All right, enough politics talk, huh? Should we take a look at what we have up in the auctions here for this week? Let's just do a quick run through. So we have Lost Eden for the 3DO. That's ending here in 22 minutes. Also in 22 minutes, we have the Star Trek Next Generation Game Gear game in the box. It's pretty sweet. And then we have Syndicate for 3DO, which is sitting at the $27 mark right now. Q*bert at $142. That Replicade made by New Wave Toys. Nothing much better in this world, trust me. Let's see here. Then we have, going up at the same time, Cannon Fodder for 3DO and Shining Force for Sega Game Gear. And we come around to James Pond 3 and the 1943 Replicade by New Wave Toys. Then we have Phantasy Star 3. You know how I love my Phantasy Star games. And then we have the Midnight Resistance, which has been doing just fine. Earthworm Jim for the Game Gear. That comes up next. And then we have the Night Trap. Battletoads. Oh, we just got a bid on Lost Eden. Things are already happening. And then we have, Battletoads for Game Gear, Sega Genesis, Contra Hard Corps, and then Paperboy for the Game Gear with the box and everything. So we got some exciting stuff to show. Trust me. You're gonna have to take my word for it, okay? If you look here, we have the first two auctions up. This one just got a hit at $62 now. Lost Eden. I'd like to say, I think that this is going to be a... Yeah, that's nerdy. I love it. But I'm excited. Look at this. We got 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go. And we're already sitting at 6201. And I think we're going to get some snipes. I think this puppy's going to climb. And it's going to be a nice time. But, most important, this is what I get to do for work. And on Wednesdays, when I'm here talking to myself for 2 hours, I deserve something a little special. And I set up a camera just for it today. Oh! The camera's not working all of a sudden. Got a little bit of a malfunction here. I'm going to chase these cords around. Bear with me. How embarrassing is that? Where is this going to? Where is this going to? Where is this going to? Oh my gosh, my bad right now. I'm gonna take a shortcut on it because I had an extension on it. No longer needed today. We were gonna play Pinball Live today for a while. And I ended up pulling that. Having trouble getting the camera to read, and the new pinball games come out tomorrow that I wanted to show off on here. So, all right, let's try this camera again. It works so well, doesn't it? You'll figure. I'm so depressed about that. Let me just keep clicking on cameras. Maybe something will happen magically. Here, let me try something here. Just bear with me here, guys. We're going to go black for a sec. I can keep talking. You'll still hear me. But I'm going to make an adjustment just to make sure everything's right. device. I'm going to change it to this first. And I'm going to come back and put it back to USB camera. I wonder why it's not showing. It's so bizarre. I'll just close that here. Huh. My cheapy little camera here, it's acting up. I don't get it. I paid $14 for this camera. Well, anyway, there's a camera pointing down at my beer. Still going to drink it. If I'm not going to use it, I'm going to move it. Here we go. I'll have to play with that. It worked before the show. I tested it, trust us. But hey, cheers. Nate Olmanson, if you're there, cheers. All right, let's take a look here at the games again. So we still have 8 minutes, whatever, okay? So during the show today, what I'm going to be doing in between the auctions is we're going to make an attempt to beat Ghouls and Ghosts for Sega Genesis. It's been a long time. I'm not going to make any guarantees, but I figure we have a good 10 minutes of playtime in between auctions that we won't miss anything, if that makes sense. So I'll take a little stab at that. I do see there are some live viewers. The number's never correct on my screen, but I see there is some, so that's good. If anybody wants to type in what their guesses for Lost Eden and Star Trek, I would highly appreciate it because it makes it kind of fun for me, if that makes any sense. And if not, you don't. That's okay too. Not everybody is going to be able to be listening. I know some of you guys just turn this on at work and keep it on mute, but you can kind of still see the auctions end. And there's nothing wrong with that. And for you watching at a later time, recorded, yeah, the chat just doesn't work right. So anyway, it's a good time. I know if Katie was on, she'd be all over the guess on that. So she must not be on yet. So the Lost Eden game, pretty exciting game. Panasonic 3DO, you know the works. And the Star Trek is for Sega Game Gear. It does, yeah, this one is complete. Yeah, I think it's is it the Paperboy that doesn't have the book. I can't remember, but this one has the poster. And I know Tito, aka Red Mixtape, got real excited about that poster. So we'll see what ends up happening there. All right. So we still have the 7 minutes. Maybe, I'm just trying to think here. Do we get started into the game? Why don't we go ahead and do that quick here? We can get a little bit of a start because what we're going to do is we're going to start and stop playing the game quite a bit. And I have the keyboard out today so that I can, oh, look at that. I really messed up my controller because of the camera. Bear with me one sec here. So I want to be hardwired in because this game takes some actual skill. All right. Let's just give this a little whirl here, shall we? So I'm going to be doing save, a term called save slating, so that I can keep turning the emulator on and off without losing progress. But I'm not going to use it to cheat, I don't think yet anyway. We'll see, right? All right. I don't like the jump and the shoot button with this controller. They feel opposite to me, so it's going to take a little bit of getting used to right away here. But let's see how far I can get in like 4 minutes-ish. I'd like to just get through the first level quick. All right. All right, I love this game, guys. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is a game that we got for Christmas, or I did, and my brother opened my Christmas present a month before Christmas. And he did it with like a razor blade on the tape, and he took the cartridge out of the box and wrapped it back up. And he's like, hey, don't tell mom and dad. I'm like, what? And I go, we can't do that, dude. And he's like, we did. And I kind of went along with it. He was my older brother, so I had to kind of go with it, if that makes sense. Okay, we're going to hit pause. We're going to save the slate. We're going to exit the game. And anyway, I had beaten the game before I got it for Christmas then. Isn't that kind of depressing? Terrible story, isn't it? We still got 5 minutes to go. Could have beat the floor boss potentially already. Anyway, That was a little test to get started. Let's see if that save slate thing works for us, right? So after these auctions end, we're going to cut back in. We're going to play a little more of that. We're going to beat that game today, one way or the other. And I know I have the skills. I can do anything, right? Pretty fun. So for pinball, there's two big games coming out tomorrow. One of them is a Princess Bride um, FX pinball game, and I'm kind of excited about that because I like the movies, so I think the franchise should be pretty fun. And then also there's this goat simulator game, whatever, pinball, and it looks kind of wacky and crazy. It looks like it might actually be a decent time. So I'm gonna work on redoing the controls over the next week as we're adding those games in, because this is one thing I cannot stand about FX Pinball. They keep changing the controller scheme on cabinet mode so that if you don't play it for a few months, you turn it on, none of your controls work right, and it just drives me insane. So I'm going to use a key program called what is it called? Key to something. So what it does is it emulates the controller to keyboard commands, and I'll map the buttons to actual keyboard controls. Joy to key, that's what it's called. Joy to key. And we'll get that so that it's much more stable. And once I get that completed, I'm probably going to go back and put my VPX back on there too. Because FX also disappoints me in their surround sound capabilities, that I don't get that feel of playing real pinball when I'm using it. And I have the haptics for that that work very well in VPX. And to understand what VPX is, it's a software program that emulates the real pinball machines. So it's a group of people who do this. It isn't a company, and they do it all for free. But they'll take pinball machines and they'll take pictures, 3D models, like everything in it. And then there's a program backend that they load it all into, and then they work with the physics so that you can play like Attack from Mars or the Flintstones or whatever, and it really feels and looks like the real thing. So it's pretty cool software. But what I like about FX and FX3, for instance, is so we have video pinball in a full size cabinet. Why don't we want Spider-Man running around on the board? Like, or grabbing the ball with a web and pulling it across, the play floor. That's a cool feature and something you just cannot do in real pinball. So VPX mimics real pinball. FX is more of my fantasy pinball, as silly as that sounds. So anyway, it'll be kind of fun to see Andre the Giant running around in the Princess Bride for the pinball game. So kind of excited to try that puppy out. All right, we're down to the minute and 40 seconds. Okay, those of you who do not know, what we're waiting here is for the snipes. The snipes, I usually say a snipe is within the last 10 seconds of the auction. Very common in video game auctions for collectible stuff. A lot of people don't bid until the last 10 to 5 seconds. So the strategy there is that nobody can outbid you in theory, but it doesn't always work for them. So what they'll do sometimes is they'll put in like a very large dollar amount because they want it no matter what, and somebody else has a pretty large dollar amount, so you'll see it jump like crazy. Hopefully we see some today. If I was a weather forecaster for this, I see a lot of snipe potential today. We have a lot of auctions ending, and we have some that are sitting lower than expected, which they may just go lower than expected. That happens. And hopefully some go higher than expected. That's also a good goal, right? So we'll see what happens here. We're getting down to the 40-second mark. We're getting close. Sometimes people get nervous about the snipe. They'll do it at like 30 seconds, 20 seconds. But the real hardcores, they actually get it done within the last 5 seconds. Like lots of times the last second. It's kind of fun. All right. Oh, Katie says, I'm late. Katie, what's it going to go for? Oh boy, the 6201. I want that higher. I really do. I think it's going to go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see what happens here. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We got a snipe on the Star Trek. A little baby one, but not Lost Eden. I really thought we'd have that. We'll just give that a little snipe thing here. All right, so we saw Snipe. It was weak. It was really weak. It went up like a few dollars. That's a really good deal in that game. I don't think the game's that fun, so that might be the problem. But, hey, that happens. Let's take a look at what comes up next for the next two ending in the 15 minutes, and we can play the game a little bit. So we got Syndicate here, sitting at 2701. And then we have Q*bert at 142.50. We'll see what happens at Q*bert. That's kind of interesting. Both these are very different auctions from each other. So we could have some satisfying moments. All right. Dang it, Katie. Needed you to guess sooner than that. Get on it this time. What do you think Syndicate's going to go for? And what do you think Q*bert's going to go for? And while you start working on that, we're going to play a little more of the game. All right. We're going to beat this game today. I got to hit F4 to bring it back. Look at that. I'm back right where I left off. How slick. Oh, and I'm acting stupid. Again, I can't get used to the jump button and the shoot button. It feels opposite to me, so... 8-bit Duo, you're letting me down. I know I could probably change the key config, but then I'll probably change it for all the Genesis games and I'll screw everything up, so... We'll just go with it. Alright, where are we at here? Alright, the pig... Should we get the treasure chest again? See if we can get the knife. Oh boy. Alright, let's get up here. Another pig guy. He's gone. Oh, that's the worst weapon ever. Stay away from that thing. Alright, let's go down here and fight this floor boss. So Katie put in 160 and 35 as her guess. Oh boy. I'm going to say Q*bert's going to go 200. That's my guess. And I think Syndicate's going to go for 32. We'll see what happens, though. Alright, this level. I don't like this level. Especially second time through. I feel like those bouncing turtle shells are unpredictable sometimes. Like that when they turn into a turtle? I think it's stupid. Oh, see? Oh, this isn't a terrible weapon. Oh my gosh, I actually died. That's embarrassing. Alright, let's try this again. It's gonna be easy to beat the game if I keep dying. This is the first time through I'm struggling. They're really giving it to me on this one. This ROM got the difficulty up? Oh, I was just dumb. Okay. Can't keep dying like that. I'll keep my eye on the time for these auctions. I get a little frustrated, though. Alright, let's see. That's a horrible weapon. Oh my god. I should almost intentionally die just so I don't get that. Oh, no, I'm the old man! This couldn't be going much worse. This level's hating me. I can't believe it. I normally can just fly through this. Alright, we'll try it again. But it has been a while. Serious. I thought I could get through. I thought I was still blinking. Alright, this is not going well. Not going well at all. This whole stop and turtle thing seems to be happening more than usual. Oh my god. Seriously. This is embarrassing. Alright, let's see here. Really? I'm gonna kill myself. I cannot jump over that sword. Like, if I get that sword, there's no getting through this board. I have to take a break from this already. Plan was to have fun playing this game, not to get my ass kicked. Don't hit that stupid chest. Now I'm a duck. I can't even shoot. Oh my gosh. This is the worst. Save this and play it for your kids. Show what a real gamer can do. Alright, we'll do this again here. The difficulty has to be turned up or something. Something's not right. This is first time through. This is not hard. I don't like this level. But if it's this bad first time through, second time through is going to be just insanity. Don't hit that chest. Got through that part. Now I better not just screw this up. Took me a long time to know that you could, how do you say, run through that. I just got to get past a certain part so that if I die, there we go. There we go. I don't like this weapon that much. I'll sit here and take it for now. Come on, old man. We're off. There we go. Clothes on again. It's always a good thing. Don't be a bad weapon. Alright. See, these are some skills. Look at that. And follow it up with a nice catch. Alright, we got another minute or so to play here. Alright. I'd like to get the knife. That terrible axe. They're trying to sneak that in. You get that? You're just so screwed. There's so many bad weapons in this game. Ooh, ooh. There we go. Keep her going. This looks like a good spot to hit pause, hit the save button, and exit out. Well, let's see how these auctions are doing again, huh? All right. Nothing's happened. Except the time has gone down. We're down to 4 minutes and 42 seconds. So we'll see here, Katie. We'll see if you're okay. I'll go with 180 to be positive. Well, I hope you're right, Katie. I'd like to see it go for 200, but you never know. This is used. And what did I pay for Cubert? I wrote these down this morning. Doing some tax stuff. And Cubert I paid $145 for, new. Shipped, all tax, all said and done. So the fact that it's at 142 used, I'm not going to complain. But these new wave toy, you can't buy these, So the only way to really get Cubert is to buy it on eBay, either new or used. So it kind of makes it interesting anyway. Under the 4-minute mark. I'd like to see a big snipe though. Kind of thought I was gonna get a snipe on that uh what was that game called again? Lost Eden. It's a weird 3DO game. And it's actually probably considered a pretty terrible game if you think about it, I guess, but regardless, it is a game. So we put up a lot of auctions that are going up today. And we're focusing pretty heavily on 3DO, Sega Genesis, and Game Gear again. Weird. Kind of bender trend, but those are the bins I have out from storage. So I keep cycling through those. I did get the shipment in of a bunch of Sega Genesis games from this guy that I was kind of hunting after one game that I know will do well. But I'm going to do some cleaning on it. It's got goop all over the back of it. And, okay, I can't... okay, I think it's gross that people smoke, but people that smoke in their own home, oh. So these games all come and they're just disgustingly smelling like smoke. So I've been running an ionizer on them. I gotta get that smoke smell out of them. I won't sell games that come from me that smell like smoke. Gross. I had to throw the box out in the garage right away after opening it in the kitchen. Just reeked. I don't know. Do you think you should give someone bad feedback? Should they disclose that they have a chain smoking problem? I don't know. Hmm. But just so you know, if you smoke, you stink. Make everybody happy, right? I'm a nice guy. Light beer. Oof. Rough. All right, we're down to 2 minutes. I want to see some excitement. I was even telling my wife that I think this is going to be a big sniping auction series today, so I don't want to let her down. But we'll see. We will see. I wonder if when I plug this keyboard in, if it didn't disrupt that camera. Let me just click on that camera one more time to see something here. USB camera 2, not working. How weird. Worked fine before the show. The only difference I can think of is I plugged this keyboard in. Maybe I got a little bit too much USB action going on here. All right, we're getting close to that minute mark. Minute mark. Minute mark. So, Syndicate is kind of interesting game. I wouldn't say it's the most... I would say it's rare, but not as sought after as many 3DO games. But it has a cult following. It was a huge PC game. I think they made it for like Sega Genesis maybe too, which is weird. But it's kind of a cursor game, like your Command and Conquer, but like really old school. And it's hard. It's really hard. But it controls very similar to Cannon Fodder, which is coming up. All right, 20 seconds. Let's see what happens here. Get down to that last 10 seconds and let's just pray, pray, pray. All right. Here we go. 10 seconds left. 142.27. 142. We need a big snipes. Is it going to be a cold day? I need to make a thing. Oh, we got a little snipe. We got a little snipe on Syndicate, but I really thought Cubert was going to go. Here we go. I guess that was a snipe. Boy, pretty anticlimactic today. Man, we got to get some more exciting snipe action going on here, especially in the heavy hitters, because that's what you want, you know. Now, cannon fodder has a lot of ceiling. The value of cannon fodder is pretty high. In fact, let's do something I normally don't do. Let's look here. Cannon fodder. And if we look for the 3DO, they made it for a bunch of weird things. Of course, oh, there it is. So in box, the value is supposed to be $112, and it's sitting at 26. So that's why I'm saying I expect a pretty decent snipe. And that's why when I say like even like the Lost Eden, that in box is supposed to be 97, and that didn't go up much at all. I mean that went way below like half. So I wonder if our audience isn't as hot today as usual in the eBay realm. So if I go into, let's just take a look here at Cannon Fodder. We have 19 watchers, which is decent, and Shining Force has 14. But yeah, I don't know. A little bit confused, but we'll go with it. You know, we'll roll with it. That's the way it works. Let's go and attempt to. I keep getting messages. Very exciting. Let's go and play just a little more of the game, why don't we? While we're waiting. Make sure to hit the right button to load the right thing. Because otherwise I'll save over it. Alright, here we are. Back where we left off. This level can be very frustrating too. Or it can be really simplistic. It just matters how it all comes together at the end. Oh my god, I had to kill myself. If I would have got that axe, game over. Like, really game over. This is good about this game. You have unlimited continues, so you just keep going. Alright, let's try this. I almost jumped in his mouth. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. It's weird how the muscle memory kind of comes back. And that's why it's so important that the buttons feel consistent, but used to playing it on a Sega Genesis controller, and I'm playing it on something else. Oh boy, I usually don't get hit by him. There we go. Still got it. Alright, let's continue this map. I'm about to say, that better not be a weapon. I know I was going to get hit there. Kind of screwed that up when I jumped earlier. And that snake guy went down. We'll get her, though. Look at that. That was a jump. Oop, I missed that for a second. be able to hit that. Ah, I think I can hit this though. Come on. Come to life. No, I can't. I can do it with the knife. Well, that's irritating. This might be a little harder with this weapon. It's going to be a little more work. So you gotta wait for those things to pop open. They just randomly pop open. Oh! Gotta be kidding me. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Alright, let's get on. I didn't notice it looked like those. Of course, he's being a jerk. Ah, shit. I can hit that second one, whatever comes up. Oh, he's gonna be mean. I don't understand. I thought this weapon travels down the hill, but not on here, apparently. Come on, open up. This game's being mean. It's the last one. There we go. Look at that. Still got it. Still got it. You cannot see what's going on down there. All right. Oh, he will not give me the knife. Is it gonna hit me? Yeah. That's a cheap move when they do that. I need the knife so bad. This weapon's not good enough. I'll leave him. I can see that coming. All right, we're gonna hit pause there. Yeah, pause there. F2 saves, exit. Let's see what's going on in Auction Land. Not a lot. What a bummer. Hmm. Yeah, Katie, you missed not a whole lot. We got a $6 snipe on the what game was it even? Was it Syndicate? I think it went for 33 or something. And I guess 32. But it went for 33 and nothing new happened to the Cubert. So that was the New Wave Toys arcade that I probably played the most. I actually had a really nice time playing that game. But who knows? We'll see. I really, yeah, there's no good reason that this week is different than other weeks for not getting the big snipes, but um, we'll see what happens. This cannon fodder is a pretty good game for that. And, to be honest, the Shining Force is too. I mean, Shining Force, I could see it go up to like $25, $30, like on the high end. So, sitting at 16, and there could be somebody sitting in there waiting. But cannon fodder, I would expect around 70 to be honest. But we'll see. My expectations must be high. And it's been a pretty crappy week. I'm not going to lie overall. We had a lot of things happen around here. So we'll get there though. Uh, are we? Wow, light crowd for bids. Yes, very light. No, you know what? It always says the viewer number, but then when I end the show, it shows there's actually quite a few more viewers than what it says. I don't know why or how it works that way, but yeah, but it is a low viewer show today. Not a lot of people are chatty. I have a feeling that we'll get some people popping a little bit because Nate O said he was going to probably pop in just a little bit before the show started, and but it's always kind of a tricky time. People are at work, they're doing their thing, but I always encourage people just to have it on while they're at work. I mean, why not? Have a little bit of fun. Light crowd, and bids. Maybe everybody's getting ready to go back to school. They don't have any more money either. So we'll see. All right, we're down to the 2 minute mark. We're at 16:26. 16 and 26. Hmm. Light beer is not tasting good. Maybe I need to move to something heavy to get the luck up. I think I have one more IPA in there. I'm a little low on the IPA. I've been trying not to drink a lot of IPA, even though we had some delicious stuff last night. We went out to dinner, my father's birthday, and had family out there. It was nice to see them all. And I had the first IPA I really liked a lot. I can't remember what it was called, but the other one was from Fargo. It was kind of bland. It was called like Ecto Cooler, and believe it or not, it's kind of bland. Why does it has a stupid heart thing? I want it to go away. Can't read them sometimes. All right, so what is Katie? 26 and 35. That's what she's going with. Oh, 26 to 35 and 1683 to 25. So 35. Okay, gotcha, Katie. Gotcha. That's nice. You type the numbers in case it does change and we don't catch it. Kind of like that. All right, so we're down to the 45-second mark, and I think we're going to see something happen here. I'm hoping. And if not, I'm going to change this beer out because it's not working. All right. Although I started doing a little better in my game, we're almost through the first run. But I can get kind of hung up in the area I'm at right now because it's a challenging game. All right, 15. Oh, whoa, we just had a jump. Look at one from 26 to 36 in cannon fodder. Let's hope there's somebody else sitting in there with them. At the 10 seconds here. Let's see here. That was a little early snipe. Oh, come on, real sniper, be in there. There we go. 59. We'll take it. We'll take it. And we got a little bit on the up to 24 almost on the other game too. So I'll take that. Let's do a new snipe score.
Wow!
Yes, folks. Wow. That was a snipe, wasn't it? All right. We got a little jump there. So what? We went from $26 to 66. So we picked up 40 extra dollars there. And we went from 1683 to 2350. So about $5 more. I'll take it. I'll take it. You know, what more could you ask for, right? Oh boy, look at this. James Pond 3. This is going to be exciting. It's at $5. All right, what's the other one here? Oh, we got a Replicade coming up. This has a ton of views. In the last 24 hours, it's been 71, but over the whole week, it's been at 200. And we have 31 watchers and 9 watchers here. So we have something going on, something to begin with. Is James Pond worth more than $5? It might not be. I'm not sure. But that Replicade, that is definitely worth more than $90. And we'll change that beer out. Blech. Not in the mood for light beer. Um, I did have one more IPA in there. We got Summit Pale Ale EPA. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. Cheers. Don't ever do that with a Mankato Brewery can of Mad Butcher. It'll spill everywhere. Mm. Yes, Katie, I like that one better too. Much better. All right. Well, let's get back to the extremely exciting gameplay action. Because I wish I could put these auctions closer to each other. Kind of drives me nuts. But it is what it is. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, this level can be just annoying. Should be really working and getting that knife though. Oh, seriously? Well, now he's gonna be a pain too because he's right there. Yeah, that's just dumb. Maybe I'll work on getting a new weapon here. Let's jump around a little bit, see if we can get that treasure chest up here. There we go. Oh, I'm out of sequence. There's another one. Let's do this. I think the weapon here, does this make you find? No. Oh, I forgot it even did that. Oh, I just jumped right into it. I'm so special today. Yee! All right, let's go. What? Come on, give me the treasure chest. Where's it at? It's funny how sometimes they're easy to find, and then I'm jumping the wrong spot, but whatever, I'll just keep going. Weapon is so weak. Should be a treasure chest down here. I'm struggle bus today. Maybe I should finish this guy off and see if I can get a treasure chest. Yeah, that's it. Alright. Oh my god. amount of times they've given me... Oh, shit. Ton of... Alright, we still got time. Still got time. There it is. What? Totally cleared that thing. I don't remember where these treasure chests are. Oh. That was gone. Well, I'm not doing well. At that point where he's like, what am I even doing? Yeah, just let it go. Out of sequence. Maybe it's just the pressure. Playing games on camera isn't as easy as if you're just sitting there relaxing on your own. Whoa. I think there's supposed to be a treasure chest in this area, but I don't know. Oh my god. It will not give me the knife. Oh. I jumped better than that. What is that guy doing? Move! Alright, at least we got to the floor boss. New checkpoint. I needed the armor anyway. Alright, what time we got? Alright. One guy left to go. We beat this, we start the game over again. And then... Really, Darren? I know how to play Darren this. This is not good. Did you see that move? This is gonna be bad. Alright, one more guy, I guess. That one quick. I'm doing it all wrong. Really? Oh! I can't take it. Oh, we got time. This guy's so easy. Clearly, right? I'm blaming on me not having my favorite weapon. Alright. We're gonna beat him this time, it'll be good. It's got to get past him, or I don't know what's going on. Had some good hits in there. That's a good one. There we go. So technically, you're like, oh, I beat the game. But no. Okay, we're going to hit pause. Oh, I can't hit pause. Normal pause anyway. All right, we're going to do the save. The save is F2. Yeah. Ooh, I almost hit the wrong one. We'll come back to that. All right, how are we doing here? Still at 90, 50, and 5:01. And we got 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. So we got some excitement going on. Just wait for it. Mmm. That beer tastes so much better. I don't understand why light beer has to taste so light. How do you describe it? Like, I used to brew beer. I get how it's made. Okay. You got your malt, and like the malt is very high in calories, and whatever they do with light beer somehow is magical that they can get the alcohol to ferment. So there's all, liquor in there, whatever. So they can keep it down to like 100, calories a can, where something like this is probably like 200 or something. Who knows, right? But we can make they can make any diet pop taste like anything. You can make a diet pop that tastes like bubble gum. You can make a diet pop, this, right? Can't they add flavoring to a diet? I mean, a light beer that makes it taste like it's an IPA, full bodied. I mean, this has to be something that can be done. It'd make my day anyway. I don't know. I have this weird Fantasy Star thing going on in the background here, but these must be like the recreations of Fantasy Star. I look this up because this looks like Fantasy Star 1, but with like completely different graphics. I think they made this for like PlayStation 2 or something. Tito, that'd be fun to play. I don't know if you can see it on the TV behind me, but it's weird. All right, we're under 2 minutes. And I got a visor on. I got a lot of hair sticking out the top of my hat. Um, the Overhaul Edition. I think this might have been their first Overhaul edition they made. And that's supposed to be made like it's in like a real arcade, how it's got like the lock bar on the front of it. It's kind of funky. See that lock bar? I thought they later on they started making them look a little more beat up too. I don't think they made these look beat up, which is classic. 1943. What a fun thing. Then the extra controller in the back there. That is sweet. I didn't do the best pictures on this. I think I was in a hurry. I was getting sick of listing things. Sometimes when I get listing, I just get like, oh, somebody kill me. Although I found a better way to upload the photos using your phone and the computer at the same time, where it'll at when you get to the photo section, you can say upload from phone, and then your phone gets a notification instantly, and you pick what pictures you want to put on. Before, I was pushing everything to Google Drive, and Google Drive wouldn't always get everything, so it'd be like missing the most important picture. I'm like, somebody kill me. All right, 30 seconds. I'm hoping this Replicate goes for more than $90. We'll see though. We'll see. It's not like these are like really old. I mean, I've had this thing for what, about a year or so? And I think I paid 118 after shipping total for this one. So realistically, it sold for $90. Well, 8 seconds. Jeez, we're in the mode right now. There it went up. 95, 108. Come on, keep going, baby. Keep going. Ooh, eight. So we got snipes on both. We went from $5 to 850, and we went from 90 to 108. So we picked up another $18 or whatever. So I'll take it. I will take it. Wow! That's a snipe, folks. Not the biggest snipes we've ever seen, but they're snipes. All right, let's see. What do we have next? We got Fantasy Star 3, which had a lot of movement right away when it went up for auction. and then has been kind of stale ever since. And then this Midnight Resistance was getting a lot of bids this morning, just like ticking up slow. So I don't expect these two to go for millions of dollars by any means, but we could see another 10, 15 bucks out of each of them. Oh, I screwed something. Oh, Phantasy Star's going alone. Still has a half hour. So all we have is the Phantasy Star 3. Oh, this is going to be an exciting one. Why don't we go back to the main list here? We can peek at if anything else has been moving. So we still have the Night Trap. That's kind of an interesting one. This Contra Hard Corpse and this Paperboy. I have some new listings going up. These are not video game related. We got a pet vacuum that's brand new, still in the box. We got an ice cream maker, brand new, still in the box. And then we got the new video game listings popping up as well too. So you can see we already got 3 watchers on each of these. 1 watcher on that, 1 watcher on that, 2 watchers here. Phantasy Star 2 is such a great game. And then we got some more 3DO stuff, and they're going up every 15 minutes right now. So the schedule is activated, we'll say. All right, I'm going to play this a hair more because that's what I'm going to do. Because I hate sitting there watching actions for 15 minutes. All right, continuing back to this guy. So essentially now I got to go through the whole game again, but it's harder. And I have to have this magic weapon by the time it's over. So I'll probably try to get it on the first level here because that'd be the easiest to get it and carry it through the whole game. The weapon isn't great throughout the game, but it's powerful, but it's a little challenging to use. So we'll work on getting it. But what's nice is you can be... Oh, geez. Really, Darren? It's nice is you can be guaranteed to get it because all you have to do is get the armor and then open up a chest after you have the armor and it's weapon time, and it'll give you the weapon. So it isn't randomized as long as you follow that sequence. So that helps. But like everything takes like 2 hits now, that kind of thing. Alright, here's the weapon. She's gonna come here, gonna display, you gotta sit there and defend it off. And now we got the new magic weapon. So I have to beat the game with this weapon in order to fight Lucifer. You actually fight the devil. That is the end of the game. Pretty intense. I really just jumped into that blade? Wow, good. Surprise myself sometimes. Run around my underwear here. Is it making me the old man, really? I feel like I can get another chest if I just keep jumping here. Maybe not. Oh, all these levels can be a hair tricky with this weapon because it doesn't have a very far throw. Serious? They just got to keep making the same monster over and over again in the same spot. Ugh. So when you used to be a kid, right? You go to a sleepover or whatever, and you play a game like this, and every time you died, you'd hand the controller off to your buddy, and then he had a crack. And then he died, you got the controller, and it was your turn. And you'd find, on hard levels, you'd start cheering for each other, because you didn't want to have to do it again. It's like, just finish this, I don't want to do this one. So anyway, it's kind of fun. Good old teamwork, right? I don't know if I should... I'll kill this guy first. Then I'll come back and... Oh, good. Did give me armor. Alright, let's see here. Let's fight this guy. I gotta get extra close to him, because this weapon doesn't have the distance. Very powerful, though. You can kill things fast. Just gotta be right on him, though. There we go. What time is it? Alright, still got time. Our favorite level. But it's harder now, so this will be lovely. Watch, so I'll get through first try now then, right? That's the way it works. Oh, that was lucky. Look at that. I couldn't remember how that worked. It's not random, there's a pattern to them, but I don't always remember which ones you fall through. Alright, let's see here. Here's Stacy moving around upstairs. Alright, we gotta get through here. Let that go by. Run. Alright, let's get the demon boy. There we go. Don't give me a weapon. Oh my god! That could have been catastrophic. Whew. I almost had to make that jump. I'm good. Alright, got a little time left. We're really flying here. Okay. Stupid level. This weapon's too short. Don't get a weapon by accident. There's knife. That's what I wanted the whole first run. The only weapon I wanted. But don't want it now. There's a lot of those guys up there. Shit. Okay. Shit, I killed him. There's a lot of them. Oh, I'm stupid. Ah. Alright, one more guy. It is only one game we're watching. Phantasy Star for this 15-minute segment. I do not want that weapon. Thank you. Oh, I thought it gave me the weapon. I heard a noise. Oh, heart dropped. Alright, we're gonna hit pause. Well, I gotta continue first. And we'll head back over to the auction. Okay, save as F2. That's it. Alright. How are we doing here? We're at $31 still. Woo! Hit refresh on this one, see if those other ones moved at all, huh? Earthworm Jim's up to 26. That's pretty good for the Game Gear games, as Stacy says. Those all have to sell for more than $5 a piece to get our money back on the investment. And at $26, that's like 5 games alone. So that's good news. Oh, back hurts. Sitting on these stools is wonderful for 2 hours, let me tell you. I've been actually down here a lot of the day working on things. So I've been working on my, how do you say, business records of all the transactions on eBay as we're selling and what they've sold for, what I paid for them. So we can kind of a profits and loss here. getting ready for tax season and entering all my mileage logs because as a garage sale, trying to purchase more things for this little weird business we're doing here. Got to have records. Got to pay the tax man. But the good news is the majority of the stuff I'm selling is stuff that I paid for way back in the 90s for like $50, $60. And if I were to sell like this game for $31 and I paid 50 for it back in the 90s, I just took a $19 loss. So that's ironically kind of helpful. So I won't have to hit the tax man too hard, which is good. It's like I'm just doing a whole bunch of garage sales over and over, but they will send like I can't think what the what's it called, the W-2, whatever, but there's a different name for the form. Anyway, they'll send one to the IRS. So what I'm doing on eBay is going to be reported, so I need to report back on what's really going on, which is always exciting. So I put a video up on the TV behind me here, and it's kind of going through the history of Phantasy Star. And it's just coming to the end of the video, I think, here. And it's kind of cool how they're doing the credits. They're using like Phantasy Star 1 graphics, and it goes to the walls of every like dead end in the mine and yeah, the cave, I mean, and it'll say the credits on the wall. It's kind of cool. You can't see it, but I can. So again, we're at 31.22. We got 5 bids on this. We're at 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And we will see what ends up going on. We will see. Let's take a look. Hit the refresh button here again on this side. See if we have any movement changes on other games. Oh, 34 Earthworm Jim's up to. Ah, dang, that was 26 just a few minutes ago. A couple minutes ago, if that even. So that's good. Paperboy, Game Gear game up to 26. That's doing a lot better than the Star Trek one, and this doesn't have the book. I'm kind of surprised the Star Trek one went as low as it did. Had a really nice poster. No, we're having a good week overall. I don't want to be like Debbie Downer saying I'm so disappointed in the snipes, but um, it's the way things were moving. It felt like it was going to be a real big snipe day, but it's snipes are happening. But we've just had such amazing ones in the past that you kind of get your expectations set, you know. So we'll go with it, but it's all good in the neighborhood. Just means they pay less taxes, right? If they go for less than I paid for them way back in the day, I don't have a capital gain. So I'm sitting pretty. And I got to play the game for like, what, 35 years. It's crazy how fast time goes. Speaking of time, we're down to 50 seconds on Phantasy Star. We're at 31.22. Um, I don't see a giant jump, but anything's possible. We have 8 watchers. It's one of the fewer auction watchers. This is my least favorite Phantasy Star game, but it doesn't mean it's bad. I just had such high hopes because 2 is my favorite game of all time, and then 3 comes out and they go with a completely different scheme and it's just not even the same game at all. But then 4 comes out and it's so much like 2, it's wonderful. But we'll see. We're getting down to 12 seconds. 31.22. This might be it. We're down to 10. Come on, let's get a little snipe in there. Somebody needs a copy of Phantasy Star 3, and they're going to get it for 31.22. No snipe. We can deal with that, though. That's fine. That's actually a pretty good price for that game. I think they got a good deal, and I feel like I got a decent deal, too. So I am not going to complain about that. Now, this Earthworm Jim here and Midnight Resistance, they've been kind of weird games to watch. So we have 12 watchers on Midnight Resistance, and Earthworm Jim has 15. And this is Sega Game Gear. This is Sega Genesis. I'm trying to get this like kind of loaded in a general way that you can see it with my head not cutting it off. Anywho, we're at $19.50 and $34. Earthworm Jim is one of the more collectible brands as of recent. I don't know why. I sold that Sega CD game for like, it felt like $1 million, of Earthworm Jim, and then I did that collector's edition of the Super Nintendo one that had Jim 1 and 2 on it, and that went for a lot of money too. Like what was that, like 250, $300, something like that? I can't remember. Maybe even higher. I just don't remember. But yeah, you just don't know. So, being said, Earthworm Jim Game Gear at $34, it's doing quite well, I have to say. But not well enough for me to go back and take another swing at the game for a bit. Okay, F4 is to reload. F2 is the save. I got to remember this because if I hit the wrong buttons, I'm going to lose my whole game. All right, here we go. Oh gosh, he's got on me. The key thing in this level is just not to get it the wrong weapon. Like, they can show up so easy and you just end up with it on here. If I can kill him. I like how they can fly in the walls, but you can't like shoot in the wall. Like, makes a lot of sense. Okay, not a weapon. Oop. I hate this weapon in this level. It's needed. Son of a... You gotta run. Oh, I'm dumb. This game is king of this. Like, you can just get through a level like nothing, and then you can just get hung up on one. And it's like, it becomes cursed. Look at that, don't want that. Oh. How did that happen? I like how they give you points. Like, who's keeping high score here? This is a completion game. Don't want that weapon. Wish you could just shoot the weapon and go away. You guys gonna come at me. There we go. Wish this weapon had a little more distance. It's really hard to always be jumping. I think it's possible. Oh, yes. Alright, gotta get moving. Come on. I think we got her. At least to the next save slate, I mean next area. Restart point. This can be tricky, this weapon too. No range. Now they got these fire things in here. If you remember last time, these were not here. So they make it harder. Oh! Am I that dumb? Don't answer that. Alright, let's keep going. Yep, I'm that dumb. You can answer that. Maybe I'll say I'm dying so much because I'm playing an emulator, not the real cartridge. We'll go with that. Uh-oh. See that maneuver there? Oh, mother pepper. All right, good. New starting point thing. I think it's a new starting point. Let's hope so anyway, right? Yeah, good. Whew. See, there's no range on this stupid weapon. See, it's like you got to just get on them. All right, we're doing good. Getting close to getting to the real hard parts. See that maneuver? Oh, sweet. All right, let's get through this. Look at that. What a gift. What a gift. Nice. Oh, I can't hit it that way. This is going to be really hard. I might get stuck here a long time. I can't even hit the thing. Oh, that's dumb. Okay, what time we got? I got a little time left. All right. This is a tough weapon on this level. This boss, I should say. It's very powerful, but it just doesn't go far. And there's 2 snakes now. There's only one the first time around. I wonder, can I hit him here? Pop open. Oh yeah, I'm hitting him. Oh, I think I am. Was until that snake thing popped up. There we go. That one you can get away with it. The N ones can be easier. I'm gonna move down here. These guys being a pain in my butt. Am I on it or not? I can't tell because there's always a thing in front of it. There we go. Like how they juice it up like it's ready to be hit, and then as soon as you throw something at it, it disappears. All right, we're good on time yet. Two snakes in a row. Oh, I forgot how hard this is. It is so hard with this weapon. Very, very, very frustrating. And it's the second time through right now. That's why I have the weapon. All right, we're going to hit pause. Hit the save button, exit out. Let's check these auctions. All right. Did we get any movement? I don't think we did, but that's okay. All right, the 5-minute mark here. And so Midnight Resistance is at 1950. This is a game that I just don't know what to expect from, to be honest. It's a cool game. It's sought after. It does have like a sticker peel here on the label, so that could detract, but it does have the book in the case. And let's face it, like, if you're a collector, what's the most important part of the whole game? It's this back spine, because it sits on your shelf. But, my opinion anyway. Geez, this is like a game for toddlers. Where are you not doing better? Hey, that's a terrible thing to say. I forgot how hard this is. Yeah, that's second time around the game. So that ain't easy. And that stupid weapon, you got to take it to the end. So you don't want to give it up. It's very challenging, but I used to be a lot better at it. I am blaming a little bit on playing on a bit duo, and the control scheme's throwing me off a little bit. It feels like I'm opposite buttons for jump and shoot, at least to my muscle memory. So, I mean, yes, I still have muscle memory for that game. All right, so let's see here. We're sitting here at 1950 and 35 with 3:30 to go. And I'm curious. Earthworm Jim Game Gear. What do you suppose that's really worth? All right, the loose price is $40.25. Look, if you had it complete with the box and everything, it's $270. Isn't that insanity? That's why I was surprised, like, how do you say it? That Star Trek game wasn't very good, but it was complete and it was in amazing condition. So I was kind of thinking, well, maybe, because sometimes what I've noticed, like last time with the Game Gear games too, was I had games go way above the posted price, what they're worth. Because those prices are based on things that have sold. And if they're none available, there's none for sale. And they can be really darn rare sometimes. Well, we'll see. Hope people are paying for the auctions. Should we see on my phone here if we're getting payments in? Oh, I activated everything in my phone apparently. Let's see here. I'm getting all these notifications at once for everything. All right, so the 1943 Replicade's been paid. The Star Trek's been paid. James Pond 3's been paid. Shining Force paid. Cannon Fodder paid. And Syndicate. We're still waiting on Phantasy Star, Cubert, and Lost Eden. Not too bad. We're batting better than 500 right now. Hey, did that just go up $1? Was it 35 or 36? I don't know. I think it maybe just went up $1. I think it did. So that's good news because that means there's someone lurking in here watching it right now, and they don't know how to snipe, and they did it at a minute 30 or 2 minutes or whatever. And there's somebody back in the background going, "I'm gonna get this from you, buddy." So who knows? We could get a surprise here with the Earthworm Jim, and it would be swell if it magically went for more than it's worth. Because yeah, this is one of the investment cartridges. And I had to sell every one of them for more than $5. And some of those card games aren't going to go for more than $5. Some of those Sonic Hedgehogs aren't going to go for more than $5. So we got to bridge the gaps here. So let's see what happens. All right, we're at the 25-second mark. 1950 and 36. 20 seconds. Well, let's see what happens here. Getting sweaty pits thinking about it. Let's see here. 10 seconds. This is snipe time. $40. We got a snipe already. Let's get another one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go up to 50. Let's see if anybody got video. Oh, look, $26 on the other side too. We got dual snipes. I like it. How about that? It's the little bit of extras, right? I know it's only $4 in the last 10 seconds. And over here it was another, like, was it 1950? So $7? We're talking $11. That is 2 beers at Big Dog in 10 seconds. You can have a good time. All right. Really way to put the analogy into play right there, right? All right, let's see here. Where do we go? Oh, Night Trap. This could be a sleeper yet. This has got 26 watchers. That's a lot of watchers. And we know how Tito likes Night Trap. He just wants to play that all day long. Oh, and the Battletoads. This is 18 watchers. We got to fight here. This could be really good here. Night Trap for 32X Sega CD. Hey. Should we just, I'm just curious. Why don't we take a peek at the price on that one, huh? Night Trap 32X CD. Just put CD in. Well, maybe it can't do it that way. I'm going to add. Okay, let's try this again. Night Trap 32. Whoops. All right, there we go. So complete in box. That is valued at $91.92. So yes, there is potential. You never know. You never know. All right, I think we got to continue this game too. Got to play that impossible board and get really frustrated, right? So F4 is lower. Yeah. Okay. Boom. This is a pain. Level is a pain in the ass. Come on, open up. Bastard. That was close. Uh-oh. Bitch. Now they're really getting after me. Come on. Let me get a shot at it. Putting the worms in front of it. Oh. So frustrated. I only had like one more shot on that thing if it opened up. Oh. All right, let's go. I don't know if I got it. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to happen today, folks. I'm having a hard time here. Because this isn't the end yet. There's some hard parts ahead. Come on, come. It's like a joke. They just keep opening the worms so you can't hit it. Just wish the auctions would end so I wouldn't have to keep playing this. I'm so frustrated. Come on. Start spreading it out a little bit. Whoa, what are you supposed to do? I mean, really, what are you supposed to do? All right, come on, guys. Open up. All right, I'm gonna take a break. Take a break from that. F2, exit, exit. Get too frustrated. All right, what are we at here? 16.51 and $51 still. We do have more time than usual at 7 minutes and 35 seconds. But I don't think I can play that level right now. I got too frustrated. Well, let's see here. Night Trap. So I have Night Trap up this week, going up as well. The did something a little different this week where I didn't shoot videos of every single auction I'm putting up because some games just don't need a video. Like, for instance, I am selling. I'll show you an example here. I'm selling Gone Home for the Nintendo Switch. Now it's brand new, it's sealed, so it is what it is. And I also, it hasn't popped yet, but it's coming up soon. I'm doing Night Trap for the Switch as well too. But here's Golf Story, brand new, never opened, still sealed for Nintendo Switch. I did not shoot videos for those because I felt I'm getting a little too many videos on the channel of me just like going like, hey, brand new game unopened, Nintendo Switch. It's great. But I do want to focus still on more of the retro collection stuff and really sought after things. So I'll keep doing the videos. Don't worry about it. But um, yeah, gonna just slow down on that a bit because what I put up a total of 15 auctions that are going up live today. Now, granted, 2 of them have nothing to do with games, but I did 10 videos still, right? So we got 13 game auctions, 10 videos. And those 3 that didn't get a video again are Nintendo Switch games that are new and sealed. And just didn't seem like it's content really worth watching. Because I wasn't going to go find, how do you say it? I'm not going to go find an emulator to play Switch. First of all, it's really challenging these days. And it'd be literally me just showing you the box and plastic. But it's Night Trap again. So how many times have we sold Night Trap now? So haven't I already sold it on something else? I think, yeah, I had. Did I have it on a normal Sega CD? I think too I did. So we did it on Sega CD, now Sega CD 32X, and then this week's going up is the Nintendo Switch version. So apparently I like Night Trap a lot. I always liked Different Strokes. I know that. My brother is like a spitting image of Willis. Looks just like Willis. So yeah, yeah, yeah. What a week. What a week. Put it on here twice. Look at that. So we're at the 4 minute, 20-second mark. After this one's over, I think we have one more set of auctions, then we are done. me just double check that. Oh yeah, put Lemmings up. Okay, yeah. So we got Paperboy and Contra coming up after this, so that should be fun. Should be just a nice time. Maybe I'll take one more crack at that impossible level with that weapon. I mean, I could have, in hindsight, I guess, gone back and took the knife. And if I had the knife, I could get through that level a lot quicker and easy. But it's really hard to get that weapon on the next level because it's a really challenging level. And they can be very frustrating. And you can't beat the game unless you have that weapon. At least that's what they say. I guess I've never tried it. But I don't know. 51 and 16. 51 and 16. Did we get any new payers? Oh, Cubert's been paid for. Earthworm Jim's been paid for. Those are a couple new ones. Good. I'm gonna have a healthy trip down to the post office today. So I'm still waiting on 1, 2, 3. Only 3 auctions haven't paid yet. And so that means there's been 11 auctions so far, and it means I've been paid on 8. So I have to ship 8 packages yet today. Plus whatever happens here in the next 4. Or the other ones might still get paid too. So it's always my pet peeve when people take a long time to pay. It's weird. I'm not gonna lie. It's real weird. What's this if I do this? Ah, perfect. That's what I wanted. So I'm gonna check some of here once. Of the people that have paid, as I look behind the scenes here, do we have anybody that, how do you say it, paid together? How do I get to that again? They've really changed the look of everything on here again. Awaiting shipment. Okay, do I have anybody that bought things that they're going to want me to try to put together? Please see sturdy box to prevent crushing. Yeah, I think I did that for that already. So I pre-package everything so that I kind of can keep a system going. And then somebody will say, I want to buy a lot of your auctions, and can you ship it all as one? Will you ship the other ones for free? And I'm like, no, can't ship it for free. I have to like take everything apart and rebox it all. There's a big expense for me in time. So I'll tell you what, I'll give you a 15% off of all shipping put together, and that's what I'll do. But so far, nobody's won multiple auctions, so we'll see how that turns out. All right, we're down to 1 minute. What could happen here? Will Night Trap go for $1 million? Can anybody ever play Night Trap? Because you need too much hardware to play that game. You need this. You need a Sega Genesis. You need a Sega CD attachment for it, for the CD-ROM and guts, and then you need a 32X attachment that goes on top. And you need 3 big brick plugins to plug in 3 different giant devices. So you need like even a power strip doesn't work because you can't usually get 3 bricks into one power strip. It's a nightmare. It's like the worst design flaw of all time. And it's just embarrassing. All right, 20 seconds. What's going to happen here? Come on. Let's get down to that 10-second sniping time. Whew. Getting sweaty palms, sweaty palms, sweaty palms. Oh, we got a snipe already at the first 10 seconds. $61. It's moved up at $62. We got people fighting in here. What do we got? What do we got? 1, 2, 1. It went up. Hey, look at that. Battletoads went up too. Those are all snipes, if I say so myself. And I'll take that for $1. All right, we're coming up to our last auctions for the day. Let's see here. Apologize here. We got Contra for Sega, which just seems so weird because you always think of Contra and Nintendo, right? And we got Paperboy for the Game Gear in its original box. So fancy. And we're sitting at 35 and 26. I'd buy that for $1. Yeah, it wasn't too bad snipe at the end of the last one. We haven't had today the mind-blowing snipe. We've had decent snipes. I don't want to complain. But we haven't had the one that goes like, holy crap. Or as my brother said, you look generally surprised when that one happened. And I tend to get generally very surprised sometimes when it happens. You know, I just noticed something interesting about this Contra Hard Corps. I think they make two versions of it. I think there's one in a cardboard case and one in a plastic. And this is the plastic one. It's got a little fading on the front. It must have been in a video store at one point. That's how they always get faded. 'Cause it's like facing a window. God, video stores back in the day. Go rent a game. You go there first, right? You start walking around and you're looking. And you're like, you usually have a game in mind that you want. And you go there. And the way they'd always have it is they'd have like the box out front and then there's one behind it, kind of like VHS's, right? Where it was the meat and potatoes. And if the meat and potatoes weren't there, you couldn't rent the game because it was checked out. So you'd always go there and go like, okay, I want to get XYZ game. And there's no meat and potato. So then you got to come up with a plan B. And for whatever reason, you didn't have a plan B going there. So it's always like you're so excited, you get there and you look at it and it's out. And you're like, I still need to get a game. What am I going to rent? And you end up picking something. And you go, let's be creative. Let's try something different. And then the game sucks. And you did like some weird deal where it had 5 overnights or something. And you only play it for like 10 minutes. And yeah, that's frustrating. But it is what it is. I'm trying to think of games that way. What was the name of that game? It was for Super Nintendo, and Tito rented it at the Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee in Mankato downtown used to rent video games. They had a little corner there, had a mini video store, and had like a handful of video games. There's the one with those little like the Japanese guys on it that are like really short looking like characters, and it was a terrible game. Also, like whenever we would go up to the cities, we go to Burnsville or whatever, they had a couple of game stores there. And one thing unique about going to a game store in Burnsville was that they would have these games clearanced, and they didn't see many clearance games at home for whatever reason. And so a clearance Sega Genesis game was always $20. And that's how I stumbled on Game Ground or whatever, right? And we talked about that, and I played it on here quite a bit. But there's another game I stumbled on that way called Zoom. Um, Hy-Vee also tried renting PC games for a little while. That's funny, actually. PC games, because you'd have to go through the whole install on your hard drive, usually, right? And then you could probably copy the game and just keep it. Um, what a dumb idea. But there was this game called Zoom for Sega Genesis, if you played it or not. You know, maybe I could even find it kind of quick here once. Um, it's a hilarious game. And it looks so bad. And I remember about it and like, this game is dumb. I way overpaid at $20. And I think that's, I don't know. Tito and I were sat, played it one day. And we really got into it. Here's the game. Here. So when you complete squares,
But with these bizarre and clashing and
you'd say,
conflicting
come on,
art
boy.
styles, like the 80s and the 90s ate each other and then threw up and spray painted it neon. And then there's the cover art. Here's your next month's cover of GQ. Check out the aura on this sucker. Now there's definitely a living presence there.
I will tell you, the game's fun. I hated it right away. But once you got into rhythm, like this is
It's called
classic
Zoom,
arcade.
and it's a Genesis game. And as is visually apparent, it was released in 1990, smack dab in that gray area between decades. Like, it was obviously the 90s, but there were still pieces of the 80s lying around. That sums up this game about as well as anything could. Zoom is just... video games are really weird sometimes. So, once you
Come
get
on,
past
boy.
the horrendous cover art, and you actually put this thing in your Sega Genesis, what happens? Well, a few things. One, your brain instantly goes into shock from the indescribable nonsense you're putting it through. And secondly, this strange vector grid starts spinning around, zooming toward you. Hence
It's
the title.
arcade. It's good.
Maybe, I mean, who knows? Maybe this guy, but I'm afraid to ask. Apparently his name is Zoomer. He's like an egg guy. Look, I don't know. And I'm not going to get into this right now. This is just too weird. Anyway, the point is, he's like skating around on the 1980s grid, and then a bunch of severed hands and scrubbing brushes try to kill him. But, you know, fortunately he can freeze time when he touches a clock. He can also touch hot dogs and the sun. If I've lost you, just let me know.
Those are bananas. Slow dancing banana. That's what we used to call it. The slow dancing banana. Boy.
All right, maybe we should start over. So, okay, so you have to blow up the grid, right?
I'm enjoying
trace
this
into
video.
lines.
Sorry.
Once you trace an entire square, that square starts flashing. Once you've
Yeah.
traced all the squares, the grid explodes. All the scrubbing brushes die. You survive though, which is unfortunate because
He
some
didn't get that
things-
spot down there.
Science should come with an eraser, is all I'm saying. So again, it's like the line drawing gameplay of the arcade game Kicks meets the holy crap ghosts are chasing me around a maze gameplay of Pac-Man, plus mountains and mountains of acid. And also they're not ghosts, they're severed hands. Green severed hands. You want a severed hand? Zoomer can get you a severed hand. With green skin.
Hey man,
Get you a
Star
hand
was
by
good
3
though.
o'clock. Because they're chasing him through the 1980s.
You can jump.
But you know what the weirdest thing of all is? It's that Zoom is actually pretty decent. It's
Mhm.
weird, it's borderline creepy, it's a total mess of styles, but the gameplay works. There's some serious strategy to figuring out which lines to trace ahead of time, which lines to use to finish the squares, so you can get bonus points for finishing consecutive squares. So you're kind of trying to set yourself up for that one long line of bonuses. Just boom, boom, one after another. It's really a lot of fun to play and to try to think 3 steps ahead of yourself. Now, the problem with this game is how it plays. The controls just aren't as precise as they should be. There were lots of times when Zoomer didn't go in the direction I'd pushed, which actually might be more of a Genesis problem. The controller has that loose circular D-pad, and that's hardly ideal for a game where you're only going in 4 directions. You spend all this time trying to set up bonuses, only to go down the wrong line and be destroyed by a toilet brush, all thanks to some wonky controls. That's a hell of a way to go.
Oh yeah, you can poop out. Get the slow dancing banana.
And you know, I could see some people liking this game's style, like, ironically, but really, it's kind of a mess. It's like, you know, it's surreal with all these weird characters, which is cool, but none of the designs are any good.
Slow dancing banana.
They're silly and playful looking, but at the same time, you have a super serious, almost H.R. Giger-like design at the top of the screen. So, I don't know. The graphics aren't great. Neither is the music. And honestly, Zoom...
I tell you what. It was addictive. And it was fun. In fact, when Tito and I both modded MVSX, it's in that back corner, and I put a bunch of Sega Genesis games on there for him. And guess what? I put Zoom on there. And so he can play Come On Boy with a joystick, which actually is the way it should be meant to be played. I don't think Zoom was ever made for the true arcade, which it should be, but it wasn't. But anyway, it is what it is. All right, we're getting down to it, guys. 4 minutes and about 20 seconds left, and we're out of here. It's been nice chatting with you this whole time. Or not, I don't know. mainly me talking to myself, but I do like watching eBay auctions end. Um, it's always kind of exciting for me anyway. I don't know if there's many other channels that do this, that watch eBay auctions end. It's like that paint will dry if you watch it, you know. But what color will it dry as? That's a big question. It's like when you get that what do you call it? That putty to fill in holes in the wall. And it's pink, and when it turns white, that means it's dry. That's handy. All right, 3:30, and we're at 35 and 26 still. So, at a total of $61 between the games. You know what? That paper boy, I'm halfway happy with 26 to be honest, but if it went up, that'd be great. Contra, weird game. Um, Not probably in the best of shape, if that makes sense, but very sought after, very fun game. No book. Yeah, it's got no book. And it's got like this wicked sticker on it. But as I said in the video with when I shot to do this one, I go, you don't like the sticker? You take it off. I'm not taking that sticker off. Um, it might damage the label. I don't know. Yeah, I just don't want to take the risk. And to be honest, sometimes games with stickers on and stuff, I really don't mind in a collection because that means it's been played, it's been used, it's real, it's not a knockoff. Sadly, a lot of these newer, not newer games, but classic games are getting like Chrono Trigger. I would never buy on eBay. It's I even own a knocked off one of it that I bought just as a joke as a display piece. Has no battery, you can't save in it. Um, but I would never sell a knockoff game. And I don't think we should even be buying them technically, so I kind of regret buying that one. We shouldn't be condoning that behavior because they don't have the license to produce it, and we shouldn't be supporting it. All right, so what are we looking at here? A minute and 42 seconds. Getting close, and I have to pee, so let's hope this ends soon. Minute 30. Are we going to get any snipes on here? That's the big question. I sure hope so. I kind of want to go big dog tonight, so I'm hoping the neighbors or I wish Stumpy would break his E-tab curse and come hang out at Big Dog again, but we'll see. Just don't play E-tabs. Sometimes I get sick of just sitting in people's driveways. But I've been out like every night this week because of the crap that happened around here. But everything get better. All right, 41 seconds. We're getting close to snipe time. Here, let's do a quick hot item. All right, maybe that'll give us some luck. All right, down to 27, 26, 25. What's going to happen here? 35 and 26, 35 and 26, 35, 26, 35, 26. Anybody out there? 15 seconds, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. No, here it is, Snipe Land. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? 35, 26, 35, 26. Oh, 41, we got a snipe. 42, we had a snipe on the Contra.
Wow!
That's right, folks. And there it ends. So I hope you enjoyed the very long episode. And just a refresher here. This is some of the new stuff coming up next week. We got the Night Trap, as I talked about, for the Switch. We have Golf Story for the Switch. We have some Game Gear lots, like with Chakan in there and Miss Pac-Man. We got Gone Home for the Switch. We have Woody Pop, Taz, Escape, Super Columns. We got some 3DO interactive sampler discs. Whip Rush, rare game. Game Guru. Phantasy Star 2. This is a phenomenal game, Wolfenstein 3D in the long box. We have Burning Force for Sega Genesis, The Lemmings for 3DO, and Gulliver's Valley of the Doom for the Master System, already with 4 watchers. So regardless, it's going to be a fun time next week. So I hope you guys enjoyed whatever this was, and I hope that you come back again and have a great weekend. Thanks.